Are you leaving money on the table? Most sellers in the Wildwood area price their home wrong, and it costs them tens of thousands of dollars. Not because they're bad at math, and not because they didn't do their research, but because nobody told them that the price you choose on day one is the single most powerful decision you will make in the entire selling process, and most agents never explain why. I'm a local realtor serving the Wildwoods and Cape May County. I work with sellers of primary residences, shore homes, and investment properties every single day. And I've watched homeowners leave $20,000, $30,000, even more on the table, not because the market was bad, but because they chose the wrong strategy going in for their pricing. There are 3 strategies every seller needs to understand before they list: pricing under market value, pricing right at market value, and overpricing. All 3 get used, and all 3 have real consequences. And the one most sellers think is the safe choice is usually the one that hurts them the most. Before we get into all of it, I put together a free guide that will help you sell your home for more and with confidence. It covers everything from pricing strategy to closing day, written specifically for the shore market. The link is in the description, so go grab it. Now, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what each strategy means for your bottom line and which one actually puts the most money in your pocket. And if at any point during this video you want to talk through what strategy makes sense for your specific circumstances, my contact info is down in the description. No pressure, no pitch, just a conversation. So before we talk strategy, I want to give you some context about the Cape May County real estate market. Because if you're searching for homes for sale in this area or thinking about listing your home here, you need to understand what makes this market unique. Right now in Cape May County, the median sale price is sitting around $832,000. That's up roughly 18% year over year. The median price per square foot has hit $625, and the average home is spending about 65 days on the market before it closes. That's a longer window than some hotter markets, and it's exactly why your pricing strategy matters so much here. We're a seasonal shore market. Buyers coming to this area from Philadelphia, South Jersey, North Jersey, Delaware, they've been watching the market. They've had alerts set up from Zillow and Realtor.com, and they know what homes for sale in Wildwood, North Wildwood, Wildwood Crest, West Wildwood, Diamond Beach, and all over Cape May County are going for. They know a fair price from an inflated one. They're educated. And on top of that, our busiest buying season is compressed into spring and early summer. If you price wrong and miss that window, you could carry a property through a quiet fall and winter before the next wave of serious buyers show up. So choosing the right listing price isn't just about the number, it's about the timing, the competition, and knowing this specific market. The first strategy that I want to talk about is one that surprises a lot of sellers when I bring it up during a listing consultation, and it's called strategic underpricing. Done right, it is one of the most powerful tools in a home seller's toolkit. When I talk about pricing under value in the Wildwood, New Jersey real estate market, I'm not talking about giving your house away. I'm talking about pricing slightly below comparable sales, typically 3 to 5%, but in a deliberate, calculated way. So why would you ever do that? Because when a home looks like an exceptional value to buyers who have been actively searching for homes for sale in the Cape May County, New Jersey market, it creates urgency and it creates competition. And competition drives prices up. We've seen it again and again. A strategically underpriced listing is like lighting a match to buyers who have been waiting to make their move. You get more showings in the first week. You may even generate multiple offers. And when you have multiple offers on your property, you as the seller are in control. You're not just looking at the highest price anymore. You're looking at the strongest terms, and you can then ask the buyers to meet the terms that are most important to you. The best contingencies, the highest deposits, the best closing timelines. I have personally watched a home in this market come in just under comparable value, generate multiple competing offers in the first week, and ultimately close above asking price and above value because the right buyer showed up and competed for it. Time and time again, this strategy can work. Having said that, it works best when inventory is low and your home shows beautifully. It also requires your real estate agent to know the local comps like the back of their hand, because there's a very important sweet spot between great value and something's wrong here. If you've been wondering how to get top dollar for your home in the 08260 zip code or anywhere in Cape May County, this strategy deserves serious conversation in today's market. Because we're still dealing with depleted inventory and a market that still leans toward favoring sellers, this is a viable path forward. The second strategy is the one most home sellers feel most comfortable with, and it's the foundation of sound real estate advice everywhere: pricing your home at true market value. This is where we pull comparable sales from the last 90 days, look at active listings competing with yours right now, and factor in everything specific to your property: its condition, its location, whether it's in North Wildwood near the beach, or West Wildwood, or in Wildwood Crest with its quiet wide streets, or in Diamond Beach. We arrive at a price that reflects what real buyers in the South Jersey real estate market are actually willing to pay for a property like yours today. Pricing at value consistently attracts the most qualified buyers. It doesn't scare anyone off with a number that feels inflated and doesn't raise red flags the way a too low price sometimes can on unusual properties. In the Cape May County real estate market, a home priced correctly at fair market value will typically generate solid, genuine interest within the first 2 to 3 weeks. You may not spark a bidding war the way a strategic underprice sometimes does, but you're setting yourself up for a clean, efficient transaction with a buyer whose financing actually supports the purchase price. This strategy is especially strong for unique or hard to comp properties. If you have a one-of-a-kind bayfront property on Sunset Lake in Wildwood Crest, a larger than average home on a corner lot in North Wildwood, an oversized lot, or say new construction in West Wildwood, properties where there simply aren't as many direct comps, pricing at value gives you the most defensible number, and the data backs it up. Here's something I tell every seller I work with. The first 2 weeks a home is listed is the most valuable time you will have in the entire selling process. That's when buyer attention is highest because your listing is new. A home priced at market value gives you the best possible shot at converting that attention into offers. If the price is right, the right buyer will find you. Now let's talk honestly about the third strategy. And I say honestly because this is where a lot of home sellers get hurt: overpricing. I understand the reasoning. You love your home, you've put money into it over the years, and you've heard stories of homes selling for wild numbers. So the thinking is, let's start high. We can always come down, right? But I want to show you what actually happens when a home in our market sits on the market overpriced. In week 1, buyers see your listing. Their agents, and these days the buyers themselves, immediately pull the comps. They know what homes for sale in the Wildwoods and throughout Cape May County are going for. When your price doesn't align with the data, the majority of qualified buyers simply move on. They don't call and they don't schedule a showing. They simply assume you're either not a serious or motivated seller. Your days on market start climbing. And in real estate, days on market is one of the loudest signals a listing sends. After 60 days, after 90 days, buyers start to smell opportunity and they start coming in with lowball offers. Now you're negotiating from a position of weakness instead of strength. They are calling the shots, not you. Then come the price reductions. One reduction, then another, sometimes chasing the market downward as conditions in various seasonal markets shift. And by the time you've reduced to where you should have started, the buyers who would have loved your home at that price have already moved on to newer opportunities. In our shore market, this is especially costly because of seasonality. Overpriced in the spring, burn through the busy summer season with no offer, and you may be looking at carrying costs, taxes, insurances, utilities, HOA fees through a slower fall and winter while watching other homes throughout the 08260 zip code area sell around you. And the data backs this up. In Cape May County right now, the average days on market is 65 days, and the homes that are sitting the longest are overwhelmingly the ones that started with an inflated price. So overpricing isn't a strategy, it's a gamble, and the odds are not in a seller's favor. So how do you decide which approach makes the most sense for your specific property? That's exactly what a listing consultation with a local real estate agent is for. When I sit down with sellers, I'm not just running a CMA, which is a comparative market analysis. I'm looking at your exact property, your timeline, your goals, and what's happening in real time with buyers in this market right now. Are you selling a full-time residence or a vacation home? Do you need a fast sale, or are you willing to wait a little for the right number? Is your home move-in ready, or does it need some work? Do you need a contingency to find a suitable replacement property? Or do you have rentals in place that need to be honored by a buyer and will ultimately be transferred when the property is sold? Are you selling furnished versus unfurnished? Is your property in a seasonal condo association, or is it in one with condo tile management? Or is it in a year-round building? All of those factors and many more change the right pricing approach. There is no universal answer, but there is always a right answer for your situation, and helping you find it is exactly what I'm here for. Before we wrap up, there's one more thing I want every seller to understand. The biggest pricing mistake I see isn't necessarily overpricing a home. It's pricing based on emotion instead of the market. And honestly, that's completely understandable. I get it. For many homeowners, this isn't just a piece of real estate. It's the place where you, your family, and friends have gathered summer after summer. It's the shore house you've enjoyed for years. It's the property where you've invested time, money, and memories. And you want the most you can get out of it. I understand. But the challenge is that buyers don't pay for those things that mean a lot to you. They pay for location, condition, features, inventory levels, and what comparable properties are selling for right now. I can't tell you how many times I've met with a seller who says, but we spent $80,000 renovating the kitchen. And those improvements do matter. They often help sell a home faster and for more money. But improvements rarely translate dollar for dollar into value. The market ultimately determines value, not the amount you've spent and not the amount you'd like to receive. That's why it's so important to separate what a home means to you emotionally from how the market views it financially. And the sellers who do that successfully tend to have the smoothest transactions and the best outcomes. Another thing to remember is that buyers today have more information than ever before. 20 years ago, a home seller may have had a significant information advantage. But today, buyers can see recent sales pricing, recent histories, tax records, flood zones, HOA information, how many times your home has been on the market, and competing listings, all with just a few clicks. So by the time they walk through your front door, many buyers have already made a strong opinion about whether your home is priced appropriately. That's why pricing is really part of your marketing strategy. A great price doesn't just determine how much your home sells for. It determines how many buyers see it, how many showings you get, how much negotiating power you have, and ultimately how successful your entire sale will be. Thinking of pricing as the foundation of everything else is how you can be successful. You can have incredible photography, professional video, social media marketing, open houses, and maximum online exposure. But if the price is wrong, all of that marketing has to work twice as hard. But when the price is right, the marketing amplifies the value buyers already see, and that is where the magic happens. The goal isn't to get the highest list price. The goal is to get the highest sale price with the best terms and the least amount of stress for you. Sometimes those are the same thing, but sometimes they're not. And that's why having a strategy matters. And that's why consulting with a top realtor who is local and knowledgeable about the market you're in is so important. If you're thinking about listing your home in North Wildwood, Wildwood, Wildwood Crest, West Wildwood, Diamond Beach, or anywhere in Cape May County, and you want to talk through pricing before you make any decisions, reach out to me directly. My contact info is right below this video. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps this channel grow so I can keep putting out real, useful content for home sellers right here in the Wildwoods and Cape May County real estate market here in New Jersey. And if you're looking for the best realtor near you in the 08260 area, or you just want to know what your home is worth in today's market, hit that subscribe button and reach out. I'd love to be your local resource. I'll see you in the next one.